My name is Victoria McDonald, and I am presenting today Group Practice in Social Work and the History of it. I am going to go ahead and flip my camera so that you're able to see my slides and listen to my voice as I present this presentation. So, starting with slide 1, we're starting with introduction. Why does group matter? And when we talk about group practice, why does this matter? Group work has been a core method in social work, allowing practitioners to support individuals while addressing shared needs, goals, and experiences. The importance of history, learning from the past. Understanding historical group practice helps social workers to apply proven methods while adapting to modern ethical cultural standards. Basically, using what we have learned in the past to be able to use what we need to move forward in the future. Early group work. So we're just discussing some of the early group work in the early 1900s. Group work emerged in the early 20th century through settlement houses, mutual aid groups, and community-based efforts. So this started way before you and I were probably born. Next, we're talking about more historical example in group therapy. And group therapy became widely used during the mid-1900s, particularly for veterans and individuals experiencing mental health challenges. A lot of families were coming home from the war and were experiencing those mental episodes and realized that it takes more help that they realized, and so they started more of those group therapy sessions with one another, so that way they can help, so all can contribute to help each other get through everything that they need to get through. Group therapy remains a common and effective intervention in clinical, school, community, and settings today. So we often see it in schools, we see it in clinical sessions, and we mainly see it in communities. You see it in different programs such as teenage programs where there's teenage sessions, group homes, teenage homes. So it's very, very viral still today. Why it endures. So it continues relevance is due to peer support, normalization of experiences, cost effectiveness, and therapeutic group dynamics. Task groups focus on completing goals such as planning, decision making, or problem solving within organizations or communities. So task groups are very important and they help through all these aspects. So the strengths of the task groups, such as they promote efficiency, task group promotes efficiency, collaboration, leadership, development, and structural outcomes. But they may overlook emotional needs and interpersonal dynamics if the focus remains solely on the task completion. So these are some of the limitations of the task groups that you also want to take in mind and pay attention to. There's also treatment groups require skill, facilitation, clear boundaries, ethical awareness to ensure clients' safety. So these are more limitations of treatment groups. Just to focus back on some more of the strengths that we have of treatment groups, they do offer peer support, shared learning, emotional processing, and opportunities for interpersonal growth. So those are just a couple more strengths that we would like to make note of. Ethics and group work. So the NASW Code of Ethics guides group practice by emphasizing dignity, respect, competence, and ethical decision making. Ethical responsibilities for social workers must manage confidentiality, informed consent, boundaries. We have boundaries again, cultural responsive, and group settings. So that brings us to self-awareness is very key in group therapy and group awareness. Self-awareness allows social workers to reflect on personal values, biases that may impact group facilitation, kind of making sure that you're aware with your own feelings during that time before you facilitate those groups. Evolving practice. So some of our key takeaways is group work remains effective, ethical, and adaptive when guided by research, history, and professional standards. Using all of those are some key takeaways. Also understanding group practices, strengths, This strengthens ethical leadership, improves outcome, and supports competent social work practice. In conclusion, group work remains a vital social work method rooted in history, guided by ethics, and strengthened through reflection and ongoing learning. So, kind of using our past, using our present, and continue to move forward with our future with what we know to help. Here's my references. Thank you so much for my time. It was my pleasure. Have a great day.